wow. What a beautiful day here and there, every one of us. I want to welcome you to another exciting edition of one of my programs that's been going on for so long. Tonight, I have the Igbo Women's Movement Organization in the house. They're having a program over the weekend. They're having a buffet, a lunch, a dinner, a dance, and a show. They're having a program on Saturday, the 2nd of July, 2020. And before the program, a lot of people want to know what it is exactly that the Igbo women wants to do for everybody on that day. Who are they? What are they doing? How did the organization start? Did they just fall from the moon, or where did they come from? All these questions and what they stand for, we're going to ask them, we're going to put it to them tonight. And they will be able to give us a very concrete answer to all what you want to know about this women's movement. We've seen organization, women's association, but in most cases you don't find women's movement. So tonight, I'm going to reveal all these beautiful ladies in the house. They're gorgeous. One of them is a talkative like me. She can talk from now to tomorrow and she can make a lot of people laugh. So, on this note, I'm going to start from the lioness who is in the building. Lioness, can you introduce yourself, please?
Thank you very much, Heritage TV. Good to see you. Good to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, he has said it all. My name is the Lioness. I am known as the Lioness. I am Electric Y. I am Adabuz Ondavia. I am the one. Names plenty. Um, Today I am sitting here on the capacity of the head of coordinators of Igbo Women Movement Worldwide. So thank you so much for having me, Heritage TV. Thank you.
Fantastic. I love that. Whiner. I don't know why she call her whiner. Maybe she danced the whining dancing like the man. We're gonna find out on Saturday. If you want to know who this lady is, please come and see it for yourself. Let's go to another beautiful, gorgeously dressed woman, Dr. Onya. I hope I pronounced the name right. Dr. Onya, can you tell us about yourself, who you are, and especially who you are at the moment?
Okay, good evening, viewers. It's my pleasure to be here today. I'm Dr. Nkiru Kaneti Onya. I'm the Executive Director of Igbo Women Movement Worldwide. And it gives me a pleasure to be here today to talk about our mother of all conventions, the Odimali Igbo Convention, London 2022. Thank you.
Fantastic. Another very brief introduction there. Doctor. Your doctor, I hope you're not going to come to the venue with some injection that day.
No, don't worry about that.
Okay.
No chance.
Okay. We have to leave it to the last. The mighty, the best wine, the best product is always reserved to the last time. Adaibo is in the building as well. Can you introduce yourself, who you are, and why you're here? We can't hear you at all. Maybe your microphone is turned down.
Oh, sorry about that.
Okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Ade Thomas. My name is actually Chiwendo Okorigwe, but I am known as Adibo Guruguru, and I am the convener and the CEO of Igbo Women Movement Worldwide. It's a global organization bringing Igbo women together under an umbrella just for the sake of our fatherland, to make it better, to see our people prosper, and to do whatever it takes as mothers to hold our homeland very strongly. So thank you for having us this evening.
Fantastic. Who's going to break the collar? Because we need to break the collar. And what is Igbo Women's Movement stand for? Let's go to Doctor, the the CEO, the convener, the head, you're the head, you're the one, you're the brain that's working on it. So, what does the Igbo Women's Movement worldwide stand for?
Okay. Because you said doctor at first, I'm assuming you're referring to me. I'm the executive director, and Adibo Buruburu is the convener and CEO, and the Isha Furuwekwabo of Igbo Women Movement Worldwide. So actually, like she said earlier, this is an organization that brings together or provides a platform for Igbo women across the globe, to come together, harness their resources, their talents, their skills, their experiences, everything that we have, to put together to find solutions to the myriad of problems that's affecting an Igbo presently. So every woman who is a member of this movement knows that it's a place where we have come to serve. It's a place where we've come to answer a clarion call. And this call was, pronounced, so to speak, through Adibo Buruburu. She got this vision. She caught this vision. A lot of things are going wrong. She caught the vision. She decided to call her fellow sisters across the globe, to come together and brainstorm, come with ideas, come with everything you've got, whatever you can. Nothing is, nothing is underestimated. Nothing is too small. Even just making suggestions, making contributions of in any form at all geared towards making Igbo land a better place, a safer place, a more productive place, upholding our culture, protecting our people, preserving our identity. This is what Igbo Women Movement Worldwide represents.
Fantastic. I think I get a gist of it all. Uh, how long has this been going through? How long has this been going on for? And the convener, what gave you the initiation to want to do something like this? Is it because your name is your name Guru Guru? Is it a nickname or your real name? The reason I'm asking this question, when somebody is a master of something, they call them the guru of that thing. Is this where the Guru Guru name come from? Or your father knows you're going to do this before you were born, and the family lineage has been preparing you for this? Maybe this is this. Let's hear, how did you convene this together? How did you put this together, and why did you put it together?
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, it's not guru guru, it's buru buru. It's an Igbo saying or kind of Igbo sentence. Ada Igbo buru buru means I am the first daughter of Igbo land anywhere I go. Buruburu means everywhere. So, and the reason this name came to me, the women actually gave me this name because wherever I come to, I make sure that Igbo identity is restored and preserved. I make sure that every Igbo woman I come in contact with retains our identity as Igbos, our culture as Igbos. I make sure that anywhere I see any Igbo person in difficulty or in want, is helped immediately. I make sure that I speak up against any kind of marginalization, any kind of ill act, any kind of abnormality that is happening amongst Igbos or to Igbos. So because I do that, I carry it on my head. I'm an activist for it. People now said, you are really, really a daughter of Igbo land. Wherever you are, you represent that. That is how Adibo Gudugudu came to me. Down to the second question, if I knew or my lineage has been preparing me for that, or if my father prepared me for that, I will say yes. My father, who created me, which is God Almighty, has prepared me for this journey before I was born. I came into this life through not a very silver spoon line or kind of thing. I came in through the mud, so to say. I didn't come into this world through wealth. So I experienced hardship as a child. I experienced wanting love. I experienced growing up without having the support of people, the whatever money could give you. I suffered, so to say, to see that whatever I had, I scrabbled and I clawed and I scraped for it. And in doing all that, I gained experience. I gained my story. I knew that there are people who are down here. Then, when God brought me up and I started living this kind of life, I know better never to forget where I came from. So, that's, I will say, all these experiences contributed to me knowing that, men, wherever I am, whatever I do, whatever the situation I find myself in, I must never forget where I come from. Home is number one. And home for me, first of all, is Igbo land. I cannot change the whole world, but I can start changing my immediate environment, which is Igbo land. If I could save one child in Igbo land, if I could send two children to school, if I could give five widows businesses to do and help their children, if I could stop the killing of youths, three youths, four youths in Igbo land, if I could do this all by myself, imagine how many we could save coming together as a collection of women. I used to do some things at the end of the year. I sent money, they share to children, to widows, to this and to that. At the time, I said, wow, alone I can save, I can make 10 lives better. Imagine if we are up to 200, and this my effort multiplied by 200 people, the wider scope we are going to touch. I now said, no, I'm not going to be selfish in this call. I'm going to see if there are people who are like-minded like myself, who are thinking home, who are thirsty and hungry to help, to be a helping hand of God towards these little ones. And as I made the call, these wonderful, extraordinary women came running. And they came to me and they said, Adibo, whichever way you lead, we will follow. Tell us what we need to do, and we will back you 1000%. And that was how Igbo Women Movement Worldwide was given birth to barely 2 years ago.
Wow, 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 wow. I like your story because your story inspires me. And can I call you Mother Teresa of Igbo land? Because
I
that is
hate,
exactly
I
what you
hate,
guys are doing.
I
I
hate
want
to
to
hear.
appreciate your effort. If you save one
Thank you.
soul, it's as if you save the whole kind. The program we're having on Saturday, I'm going to give it to the lioness, the whiner in the group. I want you to tell us everything we need to know about that event and why people should turn up at that event. That is for my sister, my beautiful sister, the lioness, because I'm sure she can say a lot about this. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Heritage TV. If I tell you a lot about the event, you won't come. So I'm not going to tell you a lot. I'm going to give you the tip of the iceberg. Because if I tell you the whole story, you will just sleep in your house and say, I know what's going to happen. So I know go go. I know go go. So I'm not going to tell you, but I'm assuring you a lot will be happening. And it's going to be fun, fun, fun. You know, the Bible told us that blessed are those that give than those that receive. So the whole event is going to be about giving. And it will be nice if you come and be part of that giving. Who are we giving to? We are giving for Odima Alibo, for the betterment of Alibo. That is the theme of this convention. Odima Alibo Convention and Awards London 2022. So it's going to be about Alibo, the betterment of Alibo, empowering the youths in Alibo, empowering our mothers, the widows, the less privileged, those who don't have, those who have but don't know what to do with it. So it's going to be fun. Few other side attraction is, like the award, we are going to be celebrating those selfless individuals who have worked tirelessly for Adim Odimma Alibo. So they will be there to receive their awards as well. A lot of people are going to be coming. We have dignitaries, we have dignitaries, we have dignitaries. Some of them will be coming from Nigeria. We have the wife of the governor of Anambra State, Her Excellency Noye Soludo will be there. We are expecting our presidential aspirant in the name of Peter Obi. We are expecting Senator Abaribe. We are expecting um, Honorable Ihedioha and so many more. We have fathers of the day. We have our chief, the chairman of the event, Owen in London. Ochiro Ozo nke mbụ na Wide Mmili. So there are going to be so many dignitaries. Of course, we have our own brother all the way from Nigeria. Nyabu Okwuluora ndị Igbo. If you are not there, it's either, like I always said, it's either you are in prison or you are in coma or you are in labor. If not, that's 2nd of July, Mayfair Center is the right place to be. Thank you, Heritage TV.
I told you, she will wind you up. She will tell you everything you need to know. If you're not there, it means you are either in coma, hospital bed, or
Or in
you're
prison.
totally screwed up. It's going to be a wonderful evening, right? I will be streaming it live to people who are not in England. I will restrict the streaming so that the people in England will not see it. I will control who can see it. So if you're in England, I'm not saying London, if you're in England, you need to be at this event. If you care about Indigo land, you need to be there. If you care about your fellow brothers, sisters, and aunties, and uncles, and nieces, and nephews that are being slaughtered back home currently, you need to be there. If you want to help a soul, if you need to help somebody, you need to give. She was trying to say giving is good. It's not only good. If you hold your hand, you don't want to give, how could you receive yourself? It's called the circle of life. Do unto others as you want something bigger to do to you. I have a philosophy in life. I'm a spiritual person, and I have this philosophy. The philosophy I have is that the more you give to people that you are bigger than, the more that people that are bigger than you will come and give to you in the spiritual realm. And if you believe in this, and even if you don't believe in it, you need to tap into it and see whether it works or it doesn't work. And I'm sure you will realize it works a lot. It works a lot. Where is the venue again? I'm going to go back to the lioness. I'm going to go back to her because she seems to have a bigger mouth than any one of them. She can talk more than any one of them. So, Ada, where is this going to be? The address in full.
You need to hear Adibo talk. She's a broadcaster as well and a presenter. Remember, she said she knows you right from Lagos. So
Okay.
you have one-on-one with her, you know that she talks more than me.
Okay, I think I'm gonna have to have her before she before the end of the month anyway. No, before the end of July. After it will be a post. Me and her on the post thing.
I can't wait to watch that.
Yeah.
The venue for the event will be Mayfair Center. Mayfair Center is a very beautiful hall situated at 1078 to 1082 High Road in Romford. It's going to be in Romford. Mayfair Center, a very beautiful hall that is going to take as many people as possible. The postcode for this event will be RM6, that is Romeo Mama 6 4BD. 4BD, RM6 4BD. That is Mayfair Center, 10782 1082 High Road in Romford, and that's in London, England. Thank you.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you, sir.
Let me go to Adaibo. The reason I want to go to her now is that I realize who she is properly. I remember her now. I know her properly now. So that day, all these people coming, is he invited or confirmed to come?
Okay, thank you. I love this question very well because one thing that I wouldn't want to ever be associated with is anything skeletal or fraudulent. Well, we invited His Excellency, uh, the former governor of Anambra State, and now the aspirant, presidential aspirant under the Labour Party, Peter Obi. We invited him, and he told us he would be there. And for me, that is good enough. We invited Senator Enyinia Baribe, and he told us, he even said nothing will make him not to be there. And then we invited His Excellency Emeki Hedioha. Though he didn't talk to me directly, but the person that we invited him through gave us the assurances that he will be there. I spoke with Her Excellency, the wife of the governor of Anambra State, and she told me personally that she will be there. So, so goes the rest of the people. But I cannot, as a human being, tell you that they must be there. Even for myself, I cannot say I must be there because anything can happen. But in the absence of anything happening, we are very, very assured by them to be in the hall. So until, and then the Royal Father of the Day, a very big one, the Royal Father of the Day is Igwe Dr. Uh, Igwe Eziglube of more. Igwe Zanuku, he gave us the assurances that he will be there. So you see that everybody that is Dr. Chris Chidume, everybody that we put on our flyer or on our jingle assured us they'll be there. Then if anything happens that they don't come, we have the proof that they said they were coming. We cannot do anything about it anymore. But whether they told us they'll be there, yeah, we got the assurances. So if you come, you will see them. I believe.
Fantastic. At least you are very faithful. This is what I love about you. You're very faithful. You're very straightforward. You've done your bit. It's not left to them to do their bit. And the good thing about it is that they gave you their personal word. Even if they cannot make it, I'm sure they will not leave their seat empty. Somebody will be there to fill the seat. And
Yeah.
the purpose of this is to give to help people. As long as they send something, you understand? The purpose is fulfilled at the end of the day. Side attraction there. I haven't spoken to the convener yet, but I'm sure the photo booth will be there where you can show up your body and the team will dance around you like that if they agree to it. So if you want to, if you haven't tried photo booth before, the 360 photo booth, I think this is going to be an opportunity for you to be there, and the photo booth will record you round and round and round and round. And like I said, Heritage will be broadcasting it, not for the people in England. So if you're in England, you need to be there. I will restrict it so that it will be the people who can watch it that day will be people away from England. And I will not release the England washing for another 2 weeks. So if you don't want to miss something, make sure you are there. I have some other quick questions I want to ask. Let me just go through my paperwork quickly to dig these questions out. They're very vital questions, they're very important questions, and I don't want these ladies to go without doing justice to this question. They need to do a very good justice to this question tonight. Otherwise, I'm going to keep them till morning time. And there's no way, I won't even let them go without answering this question. we had when the movement was formed, we have the aim and objective of the movement. Who are the members of this movement? And are you politically inclined? Is it a political? Because when you say movement, some people will say, I don't do politics, so I don't want to know anything about politics. But number one, who are your members? The convener might be the one to answer this question because you probably know them all.
No, I think that would be a very good question for the administrator of the organization in the
Okay,
person of,
the
yes.
lioness.
No, the doctor.
Doctor,
The
sorry, doctor.
ED.
Doctor, now you Dr. Fire on, yeah? I'll put you and lioness side by side so you can argue, you can drag it with yourself. Who are going to be there, and who are your members? And are you
Okay.
politically inclined?
All right. Thank you very much for that question. Our members cut across board, really. Every Igbo woman who is over the age of 18 is welcomed to belong, regardless of her career choice, regardless of her marital status, and, regardless of her experiences, really. Of course, we want women who are of good standing, who are reputable, who are decent, who are, upstanding members of their communities. So Igbo Women Movement Worldwide is open and welcoming, every Igbo woman, like I said, that is over the age of 18, whether they are students or they are professionals in their different careers, market women, it doesn't really, we don't discriminate against that kind of thing. We want people to come in and bring their talents, bring their experiences, bring their suggestions on how to move an Igbo forward. With regards to, sorry, what was the second question?
Are you
Are we
politically
political?
inclined?
Ah, yes, that was the one I was very keen to answer. Okay, so we we are not politically ignorant. Definitely not, far from it. In fact, as a movement, we are out to hold politicians accountable for what they do, with the people's trust, with the common resources of the nation. Okay, we are here to hold them accountable. We're not partisan. We don't support or promote any political party against the other, but we can, support individuals that we feel have something to offer to make a difference. People whose thoughts, whose principles, whose practices align with ours. Okay, who share the same kind of vision that we do for Anibo. Definitely, we would encourage and support them. And even as an organization, we have some promising candidates whom, as we keep growing and expanding, we would also, be able to support and present to the world. But we're non-partisan.
Thank you very much for that. The lioness, you didn't say a word.
No, I think she's speaking, for all of us. What she said is the right thing. In our movement, if we catch any politician who is not doing the right thing, we won't spare you, especially with our mouth. We will make sure that person is brought to book. But we are ready to partner with whosoever wins or whosoever is in charge of a particular state. Okay, so if they, like the governor of Anambra State, we are ready to partner with them and say this is our proposal, this is our intention, this is what we want to do. So we cannot say, oh, because they're ABGA, we are PDP, or we can't go to them and get what we want. No. So we are not political. We are apolitical, but at the same time, we partner with whosoever is on the seat, and get the best for Odimma Alibo. Because at the end of the day, what we are aiming and what they should be aiming is for the betterment of those whom they are ruling. So we are like speaking, especially those of us in diaspora, have brought ourselves out to serve Alibo. Remember, our movement is for Alibo or Dimma Alibo. the betterment of Alibo, the furtherance of Alibo. Koge si wedela Alibo, ma how it will be better for our Alibo. And we will go to any length to get that done and get that achieved. Thank you.
Fantastic. I love that. I love that. At least you're very straightforward. You can work with anybody that is there as long as they deliver, to make sure they deliver. It doesn't matter who is there. It doesn't matter where you are. As long as Igbo land is comfortable, that's all matters.
Yeah.
Okay. The last question I want to ask is that what makes you different from every other women group? We had that association, you had that organization, you had that, whatever name they call themselves. What makes these women, Igbo women movement worldwide, what makes it different from the other group in Igbo land? I'll give it to you, my sister.
Okay, thank you very much. I guess that's me because
Yes.
I'm more of your sister than these two other women here. So
And if you take Ada to be your sister, you're looking for trouble. There's something I wanted to say before. She said, if anybody is not doing it right, you know what she said she's going to use? I'm out. She's going to use I'm out. And sincerely, she can praise you with I'm out if you're good, and she can flatten you on the floor when you get it wrong. So I hope these governors, these senators, whatever is going to become of Nigeria, I hope they're listening, because they got a mountain to climb with this woman. So, and it's not only her. I'm sure the whole group is like that. So, what makes you different? I'm going to go back to you now. What makes you different?
all right, thank you very much. I really, really solved that question because that was the first thing I asked myself when I was actually interacting with my chi, when this vision came to me. What is going to make this different from what we have? Number one is character. We are a collection of women with integrity. Number two is that our sole objective is not for us, the members, so to say. It is for the people in our constituency, the people who do not even know that we exist, the people who do not have the means to do back to us what we are doing for them, for people who are looking up to God, crying for a miracle, and suddenly we come. I'll give you an instance. During December last year, we sat before December, we all sat down and said, what are we going to do? What gift are we going to give to Igbo land as a Christmas gift? And then we all agreed that we are going to go to the major general hospitals in the eastern states of Nigeria and see if we can get a list of children abandoned that their parents cannot pay anything to further their medication. And when we got there, we were filled with tears. What is happening in those hospitals? There are people who died because they couldn't afford 15,000 naira to put blood in their children. And then we said, how can this be happening to a place that produces billionaires? How can we sit back, eat rice in our homes, wear clothes and dance around when innocent children, futures of Igbo land, are dying off in the hospital just because of misery, 5,000, 15,000, 20, 50,000? And I called my sisters together. I said, let's do something. And we all gathered money together. And we went and we picked about 20 something children. Even one of them, one woman had a twin, and one of the twins died in incubator. And we told her, you're not going to lose the other one. Tell us what, we told the hospital, what is it going to cost for this baby to complete her stay in incubator and come out? And they calculated and told us, and we paid it off. We did this for more than 20 people in the general hospitals. And then we came home and we relaxed. What makes us different is that we don't wear ashebi, We are not a social cultural organization where you see women changing ashebi every event. This person is doing this, we wear ashebi and go there, dance, drink, rejoice, while our father's house is burning. We are not that organization. We are a movement. We are here just to serve. And if you cannot serve without without receiving anything, you can't join us. That is why we are not that many. Because we don't want you to come and seek for what you will gain. We want you to come and give sacrificially, to give wholeheartedly without looking back what you will gain. This is the only thing that makes Igbo women movement worldwide different from all others. I believe that the other organizations are doing well and they are doing, but we are not a shabby wearing organization. We are here to serve, and if you can't serve, please excuse us. That's what we are.
If you cannot serve, you have to excuse us. We're here to serve. We have to do justice to what we're supposed to do. What time are we starting on Saturday?
Adabuzo.
Ada.
Right. We are going to start our event 7 p.m. on the dot. But what happened is we want people to start arriving before then. Say the door will be opened by the grace of God between 5:30 to 6. So that by 7 on the dot, we are kickstarting the event.
Okay, so everybody who are not in England, from 7 o'clock on the stroke, we will be live. We might probably do some few things, maybe about from 6:30, start showing some few things, the merriment, the fun that a lot of people will have on the 360 photo booth that day. Yeah, if they agree to it. You know what I mean? So the fun they're gonna have, if you haven't seen what 360 photo booth is before, come that day. You would love it. You'll be able to share your image on the social media. You'll be proud of yourself. So come that day, and there's so many more. Remember, they're gonna break the collar as well. Are you not gonna break the collar? And you cannot have any function in Ebola without breaking the collar. So we're gonna break the collar. And when we're breaking the collar, you know what that means? It brings peace, it brings love, it brings unity. And on top of that, you're gonna do something for a reasonable, a good cause. I hope all the ladies there that day will spend their money they're supposed to spend on Ashwebi. I hope they will donate it to that good cause that day, because that will go a long way for everybody. On this note, I'm gonna ask the CEO for our last word on the show tonight. Madam, what's your last say on the show tonight? Do you have anything to add to what you've said so far?
Yeah, love is very important. If you do not love yourself, it's very difficult for you to show another person love. We are talking about this program. This program is essentially for love sharing. No discrimination, no demarcation. We are celebrating humanity. We are celebrating the love that is pure. Mr. De Thomas will be there. He will have enough to eat, enough to drink, dance in Buga, do whatever he wishes to. If he wants to take second or fourth wife, he can as well do that. So it is going to be a pain. I promise everybody that comes into that hall that any penny you are going to commit for the sake of humanity, that you will appreciate the way it will be spent. Please come, have fun with us, celebrate love with us, celebrate humanity with us, and celebrate yourself. We only have one life to live.
True. It's only James Bond that says you only live twice. But everybody say you only have one life. I believe you only have one life. I've never seen anybody living two lives before. I haven't myself. So how can I judge? So maybe James Bond, maybe he has 7 lives, because every time they kill him, he come back again. The money they're going to donate to you that day are transparent, and what's the guarantee that you're going to have a proper accountability for it? I'm going to get to Dr. Onya on this one.
Yes, thank you very much for that. Our, antecedents speak for us. We've had projects, we've been executing projects in Igbo land without as much as external contribution. And, our records are there to show we've executed about 4 projects from empowering widows, constructing a borehole in a community in Abia State, and what Adibo mentioned earlier, visiting the hospital and paying bills for over 20 children in different states. And the there's one project, sorry, it's just gone off my mind now. So our record speaks for itself. We've always, we're here to serve. We are here to serve with our resources, with everything we have. We're very accountable. We have a financial team that, are very, like, they stick to the book, really, in terms of, making sure that the money is kept safe and the money is put into the projects that they are supposed to go into. So be rest assured that every kobo, like Adibo said, every money that comes into our care on that day will definitely go towards, because we're very passionate about what we've come out to do. We've just been existent for 2 years. The organization started in 2020, August 2020, and we have executed 4 successful projects since then. So I think that speaks a lot about the kind of people that we are and how passionate we are about our, our goals and our objectives, which is essentially, like we've been repeating here, for the benefit Odima of our neighbor. Thank
Fantastic,
you.
fantastic. I really love that because transparency, accountability matters a lot when it comes to giving money. Ada, Ada. There's a song. You might have to sing that song for me. It's a story song that they were singing about Ada. Ada. I'm sure you know the song. Do you know the song?
Ade, come on Saturday. I will sing the song for you.
Because that song, I was in an Igbo function, and they played that song, and since that day, the song sticks to my head. It was a story because I asked T.
Ada, Ada.
Yes.
Ada need your rama. Everybody they wait. Putakene no more. Ife dị mma amaka, beta tupu na money kilamo. Ada mma, pekem pekem ya. Ada, Ada. Now I leave it there. Come on Saturday, you will hear more. In fact, you're gonna hear Adibo sing. Adibo is gonna sing.
Wow.
Special
Wow.
number.
Wow. Wow. I can't wait for this to happen. I can't wait for this to happen. Can we change the date of the event to tomorrow? I don't want to wait till Saturday. Seriously, from the time I had that song, maybe about 4 years ago, the song refused to leave my brain because it was a story in that song. I remember I asked Mr. T, that time. I said,
Yeah.
"What are they singing?" And he explained everything to me, and the song just stick to me. It didn't go away, and the lady's voice is fantastic. The way she composed the song and narrates the story with passion, with passion and mood, emotion. They put a lot of emotion in that song. So if you're not able and you want to support this project, you're welcome to come on that day because you will hear this song by yourself. It's very, very emotional. Very, very emotional song, and it's a beautiful song. Before we round it up, I'm going to go to Doctor so that Doctor can have our last word on the show tonight. Doctor?
Yeah, thank you very much. Just wanted to also point out that the event, it's not just about raising funds, really. It's also provides a platform for, these personalities, influential people from Igbo land to come together and brainstorm about the way forward for Igbo land, really. So we'll have people who would be speaking to us, giving us their ideas, preferring solutions, because we all agree that there's a lot of problem, definitely, a lot of issues that need addressing presently in Anibo. So that will be an opportunity for, people to, to kind of provide solutions. And then we all agree that, look, something needs to be done, and we'll know the people will start holding accountable as well, based on what they say and, the promises they make. Thank you.
Fantastic. I love that. I love that. I love that. Thank you very much for that. On this note, we will be calling it a day, and hopefully we meet again on Saturday. But if you want to hear a little bit more, there's a program on Friday night. I won't tell you the venue because I don't want you to come and jailbreak it. There's a program on Saturday night that I'm going to be meeting all these people physically,
Friday.
not not online like we're doing tonight, so that I won't be a stranger to them, or we won't be stranger to one another on Saturday. So I will broadcast that one as well. That one, you can have a sneak preview of what is going to happen on Saturday. That program, they said they're going to start at 5 o'clock. But I think they're lying. They won't start at 5. People goes to work. Before they come back from work, they're tired. You understand? So sometimes after 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, or 9 o'clock, we're going to start. It's going to be for about 2-3 hours. You're going to enjoy it, yeah? Please stay tuned. On this note, I want to thank you all for coming. It's my pleasure hosting you on this program tonight. I really enjoy myself. This woman, she's my family anyway. So everywhere she is, I always want to be there because she will make me laugh. And I hope we know who I'm talking about. When I was arranging the studio, I actually intentionally put her beside me so that I can get it. If she's doing it too much, I'll just nudge her and say, hey, the lioness, stop it. You're going too long. So on this note, we're going to be calling it a day. I will see you again on Friday, and then for the final show on Saturday by the grace of God. Please, when you come to the venue on Saturday, if you're in England, come and say hello to me personally. I'll be there. Come and say hello to me personally, and that is the thing there. And I will want to shake your hand. Don't just say hello and walk away. Hold my hand, shake my hand, and say hello. My name is so. I've been watching your program. See you then. Goodbye, and God bless you all. Good night.
Bye. Thank you.
Everybody in London, have you heard that Heritage Television has come up with something new? All your functions and celebrations can now be multi-camera live stream that was only reserved for the rich and famous. Having a function in London can be viewed clean and clear immediately from any part of the world. Trust Heritage TV to give you a better reach. Heritage Television also does photography that will make you the envy of all your friends and family. Heritage Television is the best. All your functions like birthdays, funerals, weddings, church anniversaries or harvest. Heritage Television is the master. We are in the heart of London with an ultra-modern equipped studio. You can call us on 020-800-46100 or email us info@heritagetv.co.uk or mobile 0734 1234 560. Heritage Television will do you proud.